Now we look at another example for quadratic inequalities. Solve the inequalities for 3 minus 2x squared less than or equals to 49. So for this example, first what I have to do is I try to expand. So first I will try to expand this quadratic, which is 3 minus 2x. 3 minus 2x is less than or equals to 49. So when I try to expand here, I should have 9 minus 6x plus 4x squared less than or equals to 49. So for those who already forget how to expand, here is this is how we're going to expand. So 3 times 3, first part. So 3 times 3 is 9. 3 times negative 2x. So it's negative 6x. Next, we look at this one, negative 2x times 3. And finally, negative 2x times negative 2x. So it's positive 4x squared. So this is how we're going to expand. This is how we're going to expand. So next, try to simplify. 9 minus 12x plus 4x squared. Remember that for quadratic inequalities, one side must be 0. Therefore, I move 49 to the left hand side. Now it becomes minus 49 less than or equals to 0. So I try to arrange. So 4x squared minus 12x. 9 minus 49 is minus 40 less than or equals to 0. So since here is the multiple of 4, so I can try to simplify by divide by 4. So here I have x squared minus 3x minus 10 is less than or equals to 0. So next I will try to factorize. So you can use your calculator. X. So here we have x. So here is 5, here is 2. So negative, positive, less than or equals to 0. Next, we will try to find the critical line at critical value. First, we try to find the critical value. So critical value. By letting this bracket equals to 0, so means that x minus 5 is equals to 0, x is 5. Or x plus 2 is equals to 0, x is equals to negative 2. Then the critical line. So critical line is just for us to determine how many interval we need. So here is negative 2, here is 5, therefore I need 3 intervals. Then we will construct the table. So again, I insert a table. Remember, 4 column, 3 column, 4 row. So the first column will be interval. Interval. The second column will be test value. The third column will be sign of the interval, which is x minus 5, x plus 2, less than or equals to 0. So here is the interval. Okay. So the first interval, again, is from negative. So the first interval is from negative infinity until negative 2. Second interval from negative 2 to 5. The third interval will be 5 to positive infinity. But remember that this time the sign is included. So if included, we will use a square bracket and a dot for included symbol. So this is the sign of included. So here is less than or equals to 0, included. So therefore our interval, so the first interval we will from negative infinity until negative 2, included. So you have to remember that negative infinity cannot be included because the value is keep on going. So the second interval is negative 2 until 5. So both of them are included. Finally, 5 until positive infinity. Again, why this is a square bracket? Because in this question, the inequality sign is included. So included is a square bracket. Next, the test value. Test value must come from the interval from negative 2 until negative infinity. Let's say I put negative 5, negative 2 to 5. Let's say I put 0. And then, okay, where's the table? Where's the value? Okay. So from here, 5 to infinity, let's say I put 10. So just ignore this one. Next, I will substitute negative 5 into x. So negative 5 minus 5 is negative 10. So here is negative. Negative 5 substitute into x. Negative 5 plus 2, negative 3. Also negative. So here is positive. Next, I try to substitute 0 into x. 0 minus 5 is negative. 0 substitute into x. 0 plus 2 is positive 2. So here is positive. Negative. Finally, 10. 10 minus 5, positive 5. 10 minus 10 plus 2 is 12. So this is positive. Here is positive. So for this question, which is less than or equals to 0. So less than or equals to 0 means that is a, again, less than or equals to 0 means that is a negative value. So therefore we choose a negative. So from here, we will choose the negative sign because the question requests less than 0. Less than 0 is a negative. So therefore we choose a negative sign. So now let's look at the interval. Where is the interval? Okay, here is our interval. So the answer will be from negative 2 until 5. So interval notation. Notation will be negative 2 until 5. So for the real number line, so now we have two values. One is negative 2. Sorry, one is negative 2. Another value is 5. Both of them are included. That's why use a dot. And the value is in between. So here is the answer for example